Alright, should be good to start talking now. Alright, Orb tier list, alright, a little too loud. It should be playing at the same volume that, my headset, I can hear it through, so, at least if you put it on max volume. If you put it on low volume, that's not really something I can control. If you want, I can put it up like one each. Alright, my favorite weapon in the game, at least, like, I know I've said Scythe and guitars, but this, I've recently gotten a new love for it. That should not beat it out at all. Okay, that's actually insanity. Like, this weapon just got good spacing and everything. It's like, can you really even argue with it? I mean, that was a read and a half. Oh, I'm not playing this. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not an absolute Dusk bozo, like freaking main and whatever. Wanna know me some Dusk tech? Like that Sig, or yeah, that Sig. Honestly, just toss side Sig out whenever you whenever you see that they're falling for a lot of side Sig. Just go ahead and go for the little alley-oop read. Like, whoopsie, now I'm behind you. Kind of your own dumbass fault. Really good Sig, that one. Mainly because they can get grounded. Not doing a good example of showing it, and this man isn't really giving me a good example of using it either. 6, yeah, it catches there, which is insane. Like, the hitbox is still there. It's just... like, as long as the orb is shining... holy crap. As long as the orb is shining, that's the hitbox, so... I am, like, on cloud 9. My Wi-Fi is high right now, holy. I just moved the whole directional position, alright, that's good. So, that was online, holy lord. Somehow the stream survived all of that. Shocked, alright. So, let's turn this down a bit, because it is a little too loud for me. Alright, we're gonna be starting off with Tusk here. Obviously, you already saw it says Orb tier list. I'm still convinced this is like the best skin for Dusk. This is a close second. This is the worst. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't make sense for him to be an Arbor Knight. This is a woman with a spinny sphere. This one is good. I'd say the orb is probably the best feature though. This one's got a clean-ish orb. It's got a clean-ass freaking orb, or I mean sphere and orb. It's just color scheming is ow. This hurts my eyes because yeah, this one does even more. Just ow, dude. Okay, it's a bit too bright for me personally, but aside of that, it's top tier. Good stance right here is defense stance. You know, being able to outlast your opponents is pretty good. Worst stance. I'm sorry, but really, defense. This is like the 4th time I'm saying this. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Speed stance takes away from defense. How does making you faster decrease your defense? If anything, it makes it better. Makes your chances of living better. Oh my god, it's so bright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, some inconvenience happened there, but anyways. That's a mistake. Oh yeah, now my name's Lord Blixus. Can finally change it. I did actually pick this name though, so don't worry. Bro, what the heck? What the heck is going on? Like, holy crap. Let's just go to... Let's go Thunderguard. I don't know why, but it... Does anybody really even use that center? Like, I've seen a few cool clips off stage, but I've never seen this used. So is it really that good? It's a good mechanic, I'll say that. But yeah, just Orb, definitely newfound love. Guitar's still bae, but this weapon is just insane. That's right there, one of the best ways to use the Orb. Side sig at least. But... So you see it falling, right? That's just right in his hands. Now he's juggling 2 orbs. Maga haga haga. Cool little magic trick right there. I can't do it fast enough because my broken controller. That's pain. What the hell just happened? But yeah, that's just combos that I'm doing because I'm just good like that. Obviously, you can use sideline into basically everything. Yeah, if you want proof, you don't need stun for any of his saves. Hold on. Okay, you can do sideline into everything. My statement was false. Actually, no, it actually does complete my statement, because you can still do it, you just have to buffer it a little bit. Just gotta read it out. What the hell? There we go. Just gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, for some reason, okay, hold on, because of it being right here, and it's just, because of that fly up, it does have that sig, so I'm not complaining too much about it. Honestly, the best sig in the entire orb kit definitely has to go to this. I mean, what the? Wait, do I have to be far? Am I just high? Yeah, okay. What? Oh, this game is not okay right now. I swear I was able to hit that way earlier. See, look at, okay, hold on. This is actually a broken feature. Before we talk about that, let's talk about how this is still the best feature of the whole cigarette. So we have that part, right? None of that happens. Then the orb sits here. See this? The orb vanishes. Look, hold on. Okay, it doesn't vanish anymore. Oh no, yeah, it still does, right? So it's up there, that's all hitboxing, right? And then he just goes straight down. Right, great, and all that. Oh man. Why is he not hitting ground anymore? Wait, hold on. See, I knew it. Okay, I wasn't on crack or anything. You just have to hit it at a really precise... You just have to wait a little bit. It's not true. Don't worry, it's not true. You can see it coming from a mile away. It's got a dodge window. Oh, I can't read that dodge window. It's reacting way too fast. I think that said 12. I'm blind. That one's 4. I could probably get it down to like 3. I can get it down to 2. So yeah, this unjumpable if done fast enough. Like, that's insane. That's the only thing that this weapon has that's true is this. Oh, okay. See, now I'm seeing the problem. Get on this side. Alright. Oh, come on. Okay, well, you can do it in later percents, I know that. Delay, sorry. It's like, just gotta get enough knockback to send it up here. Alright, but everybody knows the notorious sidelight area is just, it's super hard to dodge, and if you can get the frame, you're a genius. But like, 9 times out of 10, they cannot dodge that. Another thing they cannot dodge, if done correctly, there you go. You know what this is, you have to hit them like this. Alright, game. See where you have to hit them? Right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even 8, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to hit it on the 7th frame. You could probably do it from close as well. Yeah, okay, you can do it too as well from there. So you just have to hit it around this area. This area. Okay, first upwards, right? These are all upward hitboxes. That'll send you upwards. Then the downward hitbox. Also, this is an exploit. Now you have it. You wanna do moves? You wanna do off stage moves? On stage? Now you know how. If I could do it, what? I can't do it anymore. That's why. In case I figured it out, you have to be like right here. Right, most people think you're gonna go in with that. Now you can come in with this. And if done correctly, you can get back on stage for free. See, I'm already coming up with tech I didn't even know existed in this game. It's not like this map is actually existing, so this is only for those experimental kings that are winning at neutral and they see their opponents like instead of approaching with this, which could lead to death, go with that. I mean, most people usually like to stay by the pumpkins to begin with. Like, if you think I'm joking, I've never not seen a person buy a pumpkin if they're not off stage. Like, wherever the pumpkins are on the map, that's usually where the area of conflict is. The only thing is, if you don't aim this right, you will not land back on stage. So make sure that you're prepared to jump out. But anyways, this is best, right? Okay. Wait a little bit, get like 15 dodges in between, and you'll be alright. We're not going to be talking about what dodges everything covers, because I don't feel like going through like that long. All you really need to know is, can they combo in? The hell? There we go. at around dodge window of 2. This is the same as that. You're coming in with a pretty consistent, pretty consistent move right here. This is insane. Because now you're behind them. Also, this is gonna be insanely good for Hammer. Probably get into that when I talk about Thor. But anyways, so I've been playing a whole bunch of Orb recently, right? Now, if we come back up here for a sec, not to play an actual game, but I mean, obviously Dusk, one of my least played legends in the entire game, of course. After characters like, if I can find one right here. No, obviously that makes sense. I played Roman that much, wow. Right after characters like Thatch, Ada, maybe a little bit wow, I haven't high level Ember. Maybe like a level 7 Koji, probably. Yeah, probably in like maybe my top my top 15 or my lowest 15 leveled characters. So you're right. It's honestly pretty fair numbers. For a character on Orb that I don't play, yeah, that's pretty fair numbers. Alright, so this is, I think, my least played Orb Legend. Yeah, it's my least played Orb Legend. But anyways, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different Orb Legends in this game, and all 5 of them are great. And I think we should just start off with the worst one. Like, this is this is completely Orb, okay? We're not going based off of a tier list of like weapon pairing and 2v2 and 1v1, because if that were the case, I mean, the best one is 2v2 by far. Like this man right here is just in 2v2 he excels. Second place Petra, third place Fate. Reason I won't put a character like Spear or Blasters as a secondary weapon is Scythe can pick and choose its opponents, and even then it's extremely good. On top of that, you have a weapon pairing like Orb, so it really just doesn't fail to excel. And then we'd probably put in Reno, because Spear, it's good at 2v2s, but most of the combos you can do are all DIable, so it's better to just play a character that it's harder to DI with. But for 1v1s, it'd be Fate. Like, remember, we're talking about based on everything, Fate, then Petra, and then I'd put Dusk in, because Spear is pretty good in ones. Then obviously I'd put in Thor and then Reno, because Blasters is harder in ones. It's definitely one of the most difficult weapons to play in ones, alongside Bow, but it's still doable. I mean, Boomy was dominating 3rd place in BCX 2019, so obviously that was 2 years ago, back when the meta was actually fun. But it's still an example, considering it was pretty recent. Last year, I mean, Greatsword was dominant. I mean, Axe is still there, you know, freaking, I mean, it's still something, you know. But anyways, so we're talking about worst when it comes to just the weapon in itself and everything we can do. And that's this man right here. Training. Like, most people are like, well, what do you mean this character's underrated? This character's cracked. No. Stop lying to yourself. Ew. Just stop lying to yourself, man. I really don't know what to tell you at that point. He's just not it, man. Thor is just not the character to play. The Undertaker. Thor. The Undertaker. Alright, you know what? Let's go with simple and call it a day. Yeah, simply works. The best stance for Thor is, in fact, this. The Venom. That's funny. I'll ask that. It's still weird. I mean, honestly, WWE's been bad ever since this man right here retired. But anyhow, and we're back into this. It honestly doesn't matter, I don't freaking care. Rayman, that's great, whatever. This is not a 1v1 map. I refuse to believe you call that a 1v1 map. You know, or is Brawlhaven? Brawlhaven is almost as freaking good, honestly. I'm not even gonna complain about that. Show West back in the center. There we go. That's closer to the center than I can get. Alright, now we're gonna talk about Orb. Alright. Satellite Insect. Look at that. Look at the startup on this weapon. It's bad. This. It's so slow. It's sometimes impossible to hit it, true. Or to hit it without it saying about dodge frames. Like, you wanna know something sad? Alright, let's get her to dodge neutral. That hits, right? But she can still dodge. What does that mean? It means she can get out. Obviously, a right dodge she cannot get out from. A down dodge, wow. That second hit hits, but not the rest of it. I mean, left is just completely out of there. Alright, whatever. But the point is, you can dodge out of there. That's not good. Especially not for satellite. Like, yeah, it covers this whole area except for down. So, like, right, down, right, and neutral dodge as well. But, like, it doesn't really cover that many saves. This covers, like, nothing. The reason I wanted to talk about that is because it says that it's a true combo, but it's really not. I mean, that's because of the insanely slow startup. It's not because of the characters somehow able to stun her for that long. And then let's not even talk about that. Like, what is this? What is this, Brawlhalla? Why do you think this was a good idea? This side sig? Yeah, when both hit, it's 26.8 damage. But when only the first one hits, it's 1563. Not to mention the punishability of this. Like, let's set her to, I don't know. Like, there's just too many recovery frames for this character to really do anything else, so, yeah, it's just, there's really nothing to say. It's not like I'm just talking out of my ass here. It's just, when it comes to ones, this sig sucks. This sig, I mean, you can get back on stage from really low because of it. Like here. Like, yeah, you can get some insane saves up there. Right there, I just messed it up. But like you saw, I went from all the way to here to all the way up here in the span of like 3 seconds, so. I mean, it really just shows that this character is kind of slow with it. You're honestly just off. Going like this and then going like that as a read. That's all you really got. But yeah, that's really all, honestly. I have really no words for this character. It's just freaking impossible. Alright, next. Also, this is the only time they did this. Orb character, orb character, orb character. All have the same weapon, right? 4th character in a row. Look, visual proof. Didn't do it with hammer, Didn't do it with Lance. Didn't do it with. Well, they did. Well, they did it with. They didn't do 4 with Spear. They didn't do 4 with Lance again. Certainly didn't do it with Blasters. Didn't even get to 3. Guitar's okay too. Axe 2. Sword, guitars, whatever, right? Bow 3 times. Then a Lance axe. And then they went right back into bow. And gauntlets 1, 2, 3. Ragnar. Cross. Like 1, 2, 3. Yumiko. Artemis. Like 1, 2. Didn't even get to 3. Went straight to the Kaya pick, which I'm not complaining about anymore. Then into an Isaiah. Then skip again. Then go into Linfei. And then Orb. That was perplexing, considering Greatsword. Almost Greatsword character. And then Scythe bow. But we don't talk about Munin right now. Right? It's the only weapon that actually got its characters back to back. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Next, where is he? I'm about to run quick too. Remember, we're talking about solely the 6 here. Let's go on Shipwreck. Haha, magic. You stay put. Let me get my orb. What is this game? Look at this. Doesn't get stacked. 2 I am. Barely hits there. Literally like the final frame. But when you're right in front of him, nah. Like with the dodge, you have to be at least from the pumpkin to the center. See this gap? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these plank buds. 3 invisible ones. Apart, and obviously this pumpkin's covering 1. But the distance, the closest I can get when doing a dash, it's there. What's the furthest? The same distance. The furthest you can get is that much. But you have to be on like the closest pixel of it, right? But you can go from one side of the stage to the other really quickly. But the thing is, who in their right mind is going to be using this off stage? Like, it's not even start with the fact that this thing has like no recovery for it, or this thing is like infinite recovery. When's the last hit? Alright, hits over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 recovery frames. Meaning this is extremely punishable. So you better be hitting these. This Sig, the best orb Sig they got. Or second actually. Sig is insane. On top of that you can be like right here, completely cover the ground. The perfect distance would be these 3 buds. Because it covers like at like the big ass toe you got covering it just barely. Because it looks like it's gonna hit, but it isn't. So really, they think stay on the stage. Oh wait, no, that's actually what he's coming for. So yeah, not to mention completely jump over you while edge guarding you. Like one of the best things to edge guard. Only one problem. You got this instead. This is faster, it's more relatable. What I mean by that is, it's definitely, like, when I say, okay, there's the difference between this and this, when I say relatable. Look where it is. Look at the hits. Boom, it covers there, right? On dash, it covers there. So what does it mean? In order to hit at the perfect angle, you need to be roughly, like, right here. Get that perfect angle on all sides, right? Right here. You have to make sure that they are on that bottom half of that stage. Whereas what can you do here? You got end light. You got reverse end light. Well, obviously this one This one's gonna be hit like this. Yeah, it's Scythe. You even have a chase, or you even have a gravity cancel. You have that. The reason I say this is more relatable, okay. It's like, you see where this is hitting, right? You see, this is a get off me tool. This is a get off me tool that hits stacked. Not all the time, but can hit stacked. Has the potential. I mean, look at this. Look. It hits stacked. It just completely, like... This is the only stack that doesn't hit. Doesn't hit stack. Well, when you're hitting, like, right here, you literally... This is how much of space that in difference. Yeah, it's gonna matter when you're doing this combo, but... It's still insanely good. And you're saying, that's like saying, and then you're saying over here, that's like saying that satellite down sig has a really low amount of dodge frames. Lowest I'm getting that thing is 6. Dude, where are the frames? I can't see where it says dodge window. Oh, I see a dodge window 7. I probably got that to, like, from what I've seen, maybe like 6. Yeah, like 6 is the fastest I can get it to. That doesn't even hit, that's right, not even from far. Like, you're forced into this backup mode, whereas this is optional for that one hit. Oh yeah, let's not mention the fact that if you do this, if they dodge in, it's over for the entire sig. This is like the worst option you got. It's just... I don't know, I can't really say much here. It's just, it's not it, man. Like, one of the SIGs is bad, one of the SIGs is mediocre, and then the last SIG is, it's good. It's not even great, it's good. That's horrible. Next we're coming with the OG Orb. The Orb creator. Dusk himself. I mean, we already saw Dusk's Orb, it's insane. For this one, you could really just go with this instead, so it's not that big of a problem. This is an optional thing, because most people are used to that. This literally has a way to hit. Just gotta delay it. This doesn't, I'll say that. It's not hitting both by ever. Maybe in the last frame. This has that. This does not have that. Not even if you go with that, so. Are there more advantages? Oh yeah. Definitely more advantages to going with satellite, but Night is better for side sig. Top of that, it's 6 frames. I could probably get that lower. 7 frames. 3 frames, exactly. I mean, the soonest you're getting this is like 11 frames, yeah. It's just not happening. Yeah, 3 frames, exactly. That means it's not even jumpable. Which, not everybody jumps, but that's just good tech for Dusk players out there. Yeah, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, next text. You can hit that. Or, I guess, let me see if I can get stacked. Can't hit that. You can hit that. I don't know if you can hit this. Maybe the far variation. But yeah, okay, you can hit that, you just cannot hit the... Mainly because, yeah, this hits grounded. Alright, the last thing you can't do that. But it is confirmed. If you fall fast enough, you should be able, yeah. Literally just hold it down. Oh well, yeah, it's just, I don't know, this SIG is its best SIG, like, I'm sorry. This is the best SIG, like, it may not look like it, but it's so good. I mean, look at that. They want to jump upwards, they can't even do that, because remember? It has all these hitboxes in between. Obviously, the orb just went invisible. It has all of these hitboxes in between. Like, tell me it gets better. Also, literally, this has like one use, and that's, at least early on, this is literally just a get off me tool, or a spacing tool, really, just to create some distance between you and the player. It's also a really good get off me tool, as opposed to this, or even some psycho reason this, if you want to use that. But like, yeah, this hits grounded. But if you're looking for a better way to get off me, maybe just go into Unlight there. You need to go into Unlight side stage mode, where off stage this is insane, because it's like, okay, send you off stage, now you got two choices: dodge straight in or jump. If you jump, I have down stick. If you dodge straight in, I have this. Both of them are gonna hit regardless, because if you spot dodge, down stick coming at you. If you try to jump that, well, I mean, start praying this doesn't hit you on the way on your jump, and then this second hit is just, it's punishing. This thing is just... I'm trying to find a way to implement this. Will it hit? No, it won't. Okay. Look right here. Boom. Remember, this is like light yellow, right? Look at the knockback off of just that sig, right? Just the sig alone. Pretty good knockback. It increases the more it goes on. Alright, but anyways, that's all I really gotta say. I really don't have much else to say. So, yeah. That's all. It's just some SIGs on this character are insane. Like, Downsig, completely destructive. Downsig is an insanely good tool off stage as well. Especially to edgeguard. Well, as side SIG as well is. End SIG is, like, all SIGs are solid. Like, all of his SIGs, sorry about that, all of his SIGs are solid. Completely solid. There's literally nothing standing in this character's way when it comes to his SIGs. All of them are good and do what they're supposed to do. Now we're getting into this. Most people, okay, I know I'm about to get flamed for this. Most people think that instead of, whatever the hell her name is, well, weapons, yeah, whatever. right? Yeah. Oh, it's Fate's crossover. Right, whatever. Most people think that Petra has the best Sigs, but I might have to disagree with most people here. Like, I just cannot agree with you right now, because, there we go. Reset, alright. Reset Sig. This works, right? That's an inward dodge read as well. This works, right? That's the thing, though. You can't hit this as fast as possible. So, best tool is spacing. See exactly what it's intended to be. And then this Sig. Drags it down a little considering it's still got combos, but like, did you see that? 23 frames. Like, this is just to get edge. This is just to get edge guard tool. It's just can't really do much, honestly. This one's a spacing tool. This is an insanely good edge guard tool. Then this is another get off me tool. So it's like the best Sig. You know, man. The good thing about this is it's extremely safe in twos. It's like the only way to dodge over it, or the only way to get around it is to either jump over it or be behind the person for the punish. And that's honestly that's all I can really say. It's just, they all do what they're supposed to, and they do it well. But these are like not meant for combos except for like maybe this. And even then you just have a better chance. You're probably better off just, I can hit this. You're honestly just better off doing that. Like, it does more. And it actually keeps them up, so there's just no negatives to it. There's just none. Well, at least. I mean, yeah, this is just that, but hold on, let me see if I can do this right. Okay, okay, so exactly. Look, orange, right? Now look at this. Barely light orange. And I can get even more off of it, yeah. Like, there's just so much more things I can do with this than I can do. I just really can't say much. It's just, there's so much more you can do. There's just so much more you can do. And you're still grounded. Look at me, I'm still grounded. Like, he's still an orange, and all I did was chase dodge, as opposed to... Like, yeah, you can get a lot out of this. Regardless, but... That doesn't hit. know, like, this is really more than just... Hold on, let me see if I can hit it again. I can't hit her anymore. Did they change that? Or is this just too much low health? Okay. Oh well. You get the point. You get the point, right? This like, it just, they're all better tools at like canceling out the opponent's momentum, giving a slighter lead, but they're all pretty punishable because they're all long lasting. So yeah, it's just, that's really all. That's really all I gotta say. When it comes to Faith though, I mean, this Sig, see how fast I can get out of there? Right? I'm already out of it. I'm already out of it. Out of it. Already out of it. It's just, not to mention extremely good movement because of this. Like, that's literally a whole wall touch, so what am I really to lose here? As opposed to like, not to mention I can do crazy things like just off stage, you just sit here. Literally a second and like, the only difference being you can't do, like when they actually do come up, you can like probably get a punish or whatever. That's what I want to do originally. But yeah, it really just isn't a match. This Sig is also insanely good. Look at this. Alright, look at this. You see that? Doesn't look like much. But it really is much. And you can combo into that, get some good like orange going, you know. Like this right here, that's 4 hits. 4 hits. This is all. That's 4 hits. 4 hits and that's the complete combo, so easily the best. So yeah, there's really just, can't really say much about it. You can't really go wrong with it either. So I guess to end it off, because yeah, the stream's about to end. The tier list is done really. The worst is Thor. Solely his Sigs, just remember this is only Sigs. So yeah, Thor's Sigs are way too slow. They're so punishable before they go off. Before they even activate, they're so punishable. Like, that's not even right. Their startup is so bad you can get beat out by anything. And then when they do punish you when you actually go to do the move, it's just gonna be so much better. Like, sure, it looks like cake work. It's like, oh yeah, this is broken. No, it really isn't. Just startup is way too low. You gotta read like 10 times, like 10 seconds before your move even happens. Cause it's just that good, or it's just that bad. I mean, so yeah, he just suffers there. Reno, that side sig. It's just that side sig, man. Like the down sig is decent. It's good edge guard. It can do things on the ground as well. Not to mention it's a great anti-edge guard. Like, okay, now they have to either dash out, or put themselves in disadvantage. If they're Nyx, you're praying to God they don't go for an N-Sig. And if they are Nyx, you're praying to God that it doesn't hit you. Especially if you're in red. But it's just, it really is just that. It struggles. I don't know, his side sig, bad, because it doesn't hit stacked. It has no way to hit anywhere except for at least, like, maybe one of those blocks. Just like, it really just doesn't have a choice. Then we got Dusk in third place. For being one of the first, he's still really good, which is surprising. Like, being the first Orb character introduced, he's still really good. I mean, Side Sig is solid. It's not the best tool in the game, but it can get the kill when you need it. You can definitely go off stage with it, with a slide charge or even just a gravity cancel, be confident in it. Same way you can with N Sig and Down Sig. It's just, all of them are really good off stage, especially in open air. It's just, anywhere that there's open air and you're here with Dusk, you can, sorry about that, quick yawn, but anytime you're in open air with Dusk, you can most definitely get in. You can most definitely get the combos done. You can definitely get the damage too. But it was just, for a character with this bad of stats. By the way, don't use this. Stop using this. Never use this. Never use this. So in other words, always use defense stance. Defense stance gives you the most bonuses. If you're ballsy and you know how to play character like Orb that well in like 1v1, go ahead and use or Dusk at 6 speed, 3 defense. But if you are playing 2v2 and this is your main, I don't want to see anybody using 3 defense Dusk, because that's horrible. You're putting yourself into that position of being able to die first every single stock. And you're the Orb and Spear character. That means you're gonna most likely get the combos off in 2s. Second place, this is my personal opinion. From what I've seen off of Petra, it's second place, of course. This has been a debate. Is it Petra or is it Faye? Is it Petra or is it Faye? And I'm gonna have to say that Petra gets second place. Her side sig is just, it's too spaced. It's a really good spacing tool. And that's its strength. Strength is not just using it freaking right in somebody's face. Her down sig, the startup's too low. It doesn't really get much off of doing a down sig, so yeah, I just can't really say anything. Also, sorry, I was reading a message. But yeah, it's just, and then her N sig is again another tool. So it really just, hold on. It really just, I can't say much. It just is. Like, I'm just not in a position to say anything. The SIGs are not, like, I know for a fact any good player can use the SIG anywhere, except for, like, if the SIG is not built to hit grounded at all. It's not going to. But, I mean, I can't really say much. It's just, her SIGs, they just aren't it. They're much better on Gauntless than they are on Orb. I'm really just like dumbfounded right now because my sister was telling me something and it was funny, but it was also stupid. But enough about my life, let's go to the best character for Orb. I mean, is there really a competition for this? Fate's got, I mean, first of all, why am I on strength stance? I keep doing that for some reason. Her best stance in 1v1 is easily this. Just being able to get into somebody's face with 8 speed is great. 7 power to pack the punch. 4 defense to last a little bit of hits, unless like a Zol or something, then you're not really lasting for much longer. And then like Dex, it's really the same thing. You don't need a lot of Dex, so yeah. Bad stance. Okay, nobody's trying to be Jiro, but ever so slightly better, okay? Just don't do it. Not gonna help you. Decent stance. Okay, it's not the best, it's not the worst, it does things. If you're playing 2v2, you must, and I repeat, you must use this stance. That 5 defense is going to help you out a lot. I have like over 20 games already of playing 2s with my friends and just playing online. Please, for the love of Christ, use defense stance. Because it'll make you live a little longer and it'll last you longer. This is also the second best stance after speed. But yeah, this is going to be your best stance for 2s. Also, this character is great in 2s because Scythe, you literally get to cherry pick your fights. You get to pick and choose because you can just pull them out from like maybe a 2v1 situation that your friend's in. Now you're fighting that person, and if you don't want them, well then you can cherry pick the other one. Unless they're like stacked on top of each other consistently. If they are, then you gotta pray to freaking God that you pull the right one. But if they're not usually stacked, you can just pull one of them out, maybe get a kill if they're deep red, or just red in general. Because this is more dex base stats, like right here. What is this? 6 power, 5 defense, 4 dex, and 7 speed. This is more dex stats. Look, 6 power, 5 defense, 4 dex, and 7 speed. Yeah. Wrong stance. What the heck, game? That's also the wrong stance. But yeah. This is the stance to go with. This is not the stance to go with. Why the hell is it on strength? Anyways, yeah, this is the stance. This is most definitely the stance. This stance is going to do you wonders in the future. Like, I know it's like, but I'm losing, like, my 7 power, and that's really bad. Dude, if you really care more about power in this situation than you do about any other stat, you're playing the wrong kind of game here. I can't really tell you much. You're playing the wrong Brawlhalla. Because this game is not about strength. If anything, it's actually about outlasting your opponents. Being able to eat those hits more than anything. So if you're in 2v2, this is a great stance. Especially because some of the best 2v2 picks are fairly low defense legends. I mean, fairly low power legends. Like, yeah, I'm not joking about that. I mean, what's the most common right here? Bodvar. What's his max power? 7. That's your base power. So if you're able to buff your defense to 5, that's even better. Especially because no Bodvar is going to use this. Or, well, a lot of Bodvars might actually. Never mind. I thought that was taken away from defense. But yeah, maybe a few Bodvars will use this. Definitely not this. Could be this. This is crazy, but it is possible it'll still win with this. I mean, Magyar, you can run around 10 defense and 3 speed and still win, so. And then this is honestly the best stats, in my opinion. Because it's like, okay, well, this character is built for team combos, and on top of that, sword can kill, hammer can kill. Both weapon combos, I can just do things, right? This is a good example of a character. Another one is Burn, right? I'll make a separate video about that later. Right now, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the best character for Orb. Her Sig's insane. Like, that side Sig is super good for momentum. The down Sig is insane as well. Like, that down Sig is kind of scary. Because that down Sig is essentially another M-Light, only with more reach. And it has active input. So, if you're close up to the top and activating it, you most definitely can hit somebody right there. Like, you can just most definitely hit that person with it, or right there, send them up the top, if they're low enough. Maybe send them off the side if they're very if they're like very close to that side as well, like maybe you somehow chase them all the way up top, and like you're a little too low for the upwards kill, the upwards gimp, but you're somehow still at a safe distance that you can definitely get in from the, or you can kill from the side. There you go. 8 power. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is basically Petra stats. I'm not joking about that either. This is exactly Petra stats. So you can become base Petra with better stats, or what the wrong button. My bad. Or you can become better Petra with 7 power, 4 dex, 4 defense, 3 dex, and 8 speed, or become the best 2v2 character, the best 2v2 orb character, outside of like a Thor. Alright, but yeah, so this is all based off of like the actual orb by itself in like a 1v1 or a 1v2, talking about the best SIGs and all that, right? This character has nothing but great SIGs. And Sig is a perfect SIG. It hits where it should. It shouldn't be hitting grounded. Doesn't look like it hit grounded either. Well, it kind of does a little bit, whatever. It has great damage, great force. It's just the perfect SIG for Orb, especially. Because their best upwards tool is literally jump nair, or it's a freaking maybe like a backdash. It's literally a backdash into a light attack. Like that's the best option Orb has. That's insanely bad, especially for a weapon that consistently likes to go up. So yeah, it gets even worse there, right? But yeah, right. You want to know best 1v1? I mean, right here, take him out. 1v1 ability, take him out. Just no. No. I don't know, it's just... This is including the weapon now, the secondary. Like this, it struggle, I don't know, both weapons kind of struggle at getting the kill. Not only that, he has a low power base. Just a whole bunch of struggling going on there. Same with this man, like he can live and he can run, he can do all those things, but it doesn't matter when your SIGs are horrible and you just swap weapons instead to kill. Third best, spear can kill pretty quickly, can build up the damage pretty quickly, but outside of spear, this character also has great SIGs on orb to kill quickly. So, don't count him out yet. Then Fate. Scythe, extremely good right now. Like, in my opinion, it's a top 3 weapon. This is not biased, this is just, like, what I play against constantly. It's just, in my ranks and elos, this is what works best for me. This is the accuracy I'm in. And my accuracy is basically telling you that, 1, play defense stance in 2v2, but right now we're talking about 1v1. That stands for 1v1, I already explained it. It's this, and this actually helps Scythe a little more, because sure, you have low dex, but it's the perfect distribution of getting 10 total between power and dex. And for some reason, that usually does mean that you can get some pretty good combos off. And with Scythe being able to just pull people over, get the reads, it means even better things, especially when you can get out of the thing fast enough thanks to your speed. Because speed stat does actually affect it a little less than dex does, but getting out of moves, so like your recovery frames and all that being reduced, that's all like dex, but speed is when you can exactly move out. It's like the stun time. Whereas recovery frames is how fast the move comes out, how fast the move ends, kinda. Like after you hit it, basically how fast it ends, right? But anyways, I mean, yeah, just character is third or second place, and then this is actually where you swap. Petra. She's a better 1v1. I mean, The sky's the limit for gauntlets, and on top of that, she has great power, great speed, dex, and defense. The only thing that I'd say that she has worse in the scenarios, again, those SIGs. But she has gauntlet SIGs, so it's completely fine. Yeah, 2v2, right, Dusk. Spear can do the combos, but I don't know, Spear cannot do them as well. Orb can still do them, I mean, or again, discrediting Orb right now. Reno, he's got the 6 to do it too on both weapons. He definitely has the 6 to kill for the finishing hit in a team combo, just the weapons for the team combo. He's got better things than she does. Fate, now most people are like, why are you saying Scythe? Scythe cannot do anything. Have y'all just not seen the dares and the end lights and the side lights even? The down lights, just literally every move except for like maybe Nair. Sometimes even Nair. Or just, this weapon can snatch and just pull back, do a reverse to continue the combo, keep the damage going, so yeah. Then I will say, reason I won't put her in second best for twos is because Petra, again, Gauntlets does it a little better, you know, being able to do D-Light and do some Sayers and Dares, like, all three of her aerials are good for it. Shoot, even Ground Pound is good for it sometimes. Like, it does really good. And then obviously we all know Hammer is like the best 2v2 weapon in the game. I've never seen a weapon of this degree at all be so good. And then you have things like when you pair this with another hammer or even an axe. It just dominates. Like we saw double Thor. Sandstorm was playing hammer half that game, and then the other guy, Boomy, was playing out of his mind with the orb, preaching the gospel of Orb since Petra came out, I'm pretty sure. Which is a lot, because I remember when, like, Petra was the most recent character. And I started playing a little after Raymond came out, so... yeah, I've been playing for at least 3 years. I remember Dusk came out, I was like, who is this man? But anyways, yeah, it's all about the frickin'... it's all about the, you know, the combos you can pull off, right? And then, you know, hammer, best. But that's all. That's everything you need to know about Orb, best character for each situation. And yeah, to sum it up, hold on. Best overall character. I mean, she gets first in her own Orb SIGs. She gets third in twos, and she gets second in ones. That's literally podium every single time. Anyways, then we got best twos character. I mean, it makes sense, best ones. Because Gauntlet SIGs, I'd say, are better than the Scythe SIGs by far. Like, I'll say that much. Scythe SIGs, definitely not that good. The side SIG, it does things, it's literally just Petra's Orb side SIG, but worse, because you move once. The down SIG, it does things, and then end SIG, why does it miss grounded? That move literally used to hit grounded, now it feels like it doesn't. That or I've just never hit it once. But yeah, that's all. So I'll probably see y'all when I see y'all, which will probably be the next tier list. And I mean, one of the only weapons that we're missing, I think, is actually I'm gonna redo cannon, because I've learned a lot since, well, no, yeah, I've learned a lot since the last time I played, and one of those things is I didn't give Zol enough credit. I'll say that. I'll start off there when I talk about the canon tier list. But yeah, I'll be talking about all the best 2v2 characters, probably next stream. So if not that, it's gonna be the canon tier list again. But yeah, see y'all.